So yeah, hello. This is this is just playing some more of the awful Holiday Jam games and trying to give our thoughts on it. Should just be 4 browser games, and then it's the game I worked on. So I'm going to try and give my thoughts and commentary on other people's games. Obviously, I can't do that for my own one. For that, I'm probably just going to talk about how it was made, or I'm just going to wing it. We'll just see what happens. And yes, my co-host is still with me.
Hello.
So yeah, we're going to have he's on Discord screen share, which introduces all sorts of additional technical problems for us to overcome. Like, for example, there was one yesterday that I only discovered once I played the footage back. I forgot to switch the audio source in OBS when I switched to VR, so it didn't record any of your mic.
Oh, did it not?
Yeah, so I was just talking to myself throughout the entire VR segment.
But you were still responding to things?
I was still responding and laughing to you as well, so I'm just laughing out from nowhere.
I need to rewatch that now.
God. Anyway, so yeah, as the last 4 browser games, setting these up might be interesting. I'll do my best. So
I just braced myself for like a really loud sound every single time one of these starts.
Yeah, there's that issue as well. Okay, so this is not a rushed game about Krampus. By Buttzilla. Okay, so let's try and set the window up proper. Actually, there we go. There you go. That should work. Hey, that's good. I've got a bit of the browser window on the right there, but there, good enough. Alright, so WASD controls space to jump, left to whip, what's that? Right to grab. Okay. Is this a little platformer? Yeah, it's just a little platformer.
Is that like his child capturing bag or something?
Possibly, yeah.
I actually don't remember the Krampus story. I haven't really subscribed to any of the new wave of Krampus lore.
I don't really know much about him. I know people sort of slightly got obsessed with him because I guess he's just kind of like edgelord Santa Claus or something. But
yeah, we heard about him in school in the German class that we had.
Krampus, you must whip the child with left mouse and put him in your basket with right mouse. Every child you collect will increase your time in the mortal realm. So I'm just hitting kids, I guess.
Fuck them up.
But now what?
Says you've still got a child remaining, so...
I
think you got to whip and snatch faster.
Oh wait, yeah. I forgot the snatching part. Right, get in my basket, kid. Okay, we're done. Oh, there is wall jumping. It's a little sticky, but it works. The jump is incredibly floaty. Also, did you notice that at one point I jumped like super high?
No, I missed that.
Oh, ooh. I saved myself there. I'll have to pick him up.
man, it's just wasting your time. You need to get out with those kids.
The hitbox for picking children up. That sounds wrong. But the hitbox for picking them up is.
It's a dating sim.
It's slightly finicky. Oh. I think I could use a little bit of time whilst respawning.
Or just a little bit more platform to the...
Oh, the time continues after you're dead?
I guess you've still got the kids, though.
Yeah, true. So it's not really putting me to the start. Oh, it did put me to the start of the entire game, though. You see what I mean? One problem I'm anticipating is there's not really... Yeah, I had, like, no idea this kid was even here. Because there's no kids left now, so I guess I go to the exit, which I hope is to the right.
This is nerve-wracking, this platforming.
This platforming is not great. That said, the fact that the moving platforms work with wall jumping is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Because especially I know how difficult that is.
I remember doing, I think it was wall jumping for a game. It was wall jumping or moving platforms.
It was. I mean, the most fun moving platform glitch I think I've seen someone do was, oh god, this is really finicky. Every time they pressed jump on a moving platform, it would spawn an additional copy of the player. But it would do it for every single frame that jump was held, so that every time they try and jump, they'd spawn like 60 clones of themselves. Oh my lord, this is finicky. Let me try it from this side, that'll be a bit more successful. Yeah. Floating controls do not make landing on these tiny platforms easy.
To be honest, the wall jumping kind of looks to me like it's like a glitch that has been used as an ability.
Maybe? Oh, okay. I was wondering when it was going to respawn then.
It feels like it's some weird place between climbing and wall jumping.
A little bit. I didn't put me to the start of the game this time. That's nice. Oh, I do have to do this bit again though. Oh! Oh
You're
no.
missing children.
I may have been a bit quick on this, hang on.
Do you have to go back and get those two kids though?
This moving platform's fine. That one's not.
Huh.
I wonder if it will be true of the other one as well. Also, I do like that you've got a platform that you can land on underneath these. Oh, now it works.
Maybe it's only a bit of it that's...
No, I think I know what's happening. It's just the... It seems like the... Oh, now I'm at the beginning of the game. So
Oh, you go back a level? That's weird.
yeah, I suspect it's an off by one error. So it's trying to put me back to the current level, but the current level the game's got recorded is the wrong one.
Right.
But yeah, in order for the character to move with the platform, they've kind of got to. Almost be registered. So it's like the player object has to know that it's on a moving platform, right? That way it can copy its velocity so that it moves along with the platform. I think just occasionally it's not working. I've probably done a terrible job of explaining that. But...
I kind of vaguely remember doing stuff like that in the past, albeit not with
I'm gonna give this a
language.
couple more tries. But then I think I'll just move on. I can tell you this is a pretty ambitious project to try doing in a week. A full-fledged platformer with like wall climbing and moving platforms, that's hard. I mean, they also got working slopes, which again, that's technically speaking pretty impressive. They're a little wonky, but you know they function.
Yeah, Mario Maker never got slopes.
Yeah.
You're so gung ho with that platform bit, you keep forgetting the kids.
I do, yeah. No. This game also desperately needs some kind of either a radar, a minimap, or something that can help me find the objectives.
Just like a...
But even if it's just like a little arrow pointer.
sensor.
Yeah. I mean, Krampus, he's got to have some kind of supernatural kid sense, right?
Pedometer.
Oh my god. Okay, I got the kids this time. Oh, yeah, as you saw, it didn't register with that platform that time. Oh, I think you're supposed to use this platform to jump from the other side, but whatever.
This is the run.
Yeah, I feel it. Oh no. I'm just having to trust that there was a platform there.
Yeah, the camera is a bit weird.
It doesn't give you a lot of space. Which, given how the level is designed, it's not too... Oh. That's a bit mean. That's alright, we've got about 40 seconds to try again. Right, now I think it wants me to try to use this moving platform, but... Oh god, I'm just gonna have to hope this is enough. It was!
The edge of my seat.
Oh,
Oof.
what is this hot bullshit? I'm almost curious what that would have done if I'd stayed on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the physics are kind of janky, so I'm like, oh god. Is this a leap of faith? Whoa! What on
the-
earth?
That was like really weird on the screen share. It looked very different on this. Oh no, never mind. I'm now seeing it on
Oh!
screen.
Okay, so it makes me big, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just I'm just huge now.
God, Swole Patroller in. How can you even? Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't changed the size of his hitbox. It's changed the size of his graphics for some reason. Oh.
Oh my God, you can't whip.
No, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid that's broken more than just his graphics. It looks like.
Oh well, he's fine now.
Yeah. It seems to be alright. Oh.
Oh, God damn it.
just can't get through this now. So, okay, so it's 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I didn't jump!
You just timed that so badly.
Okay, we got it this time.
Speaking of timing, 1-0.
Oh. Oh well. Ambitious, but glitchy.
Yeah. Like Skyrim.
Yeah, like Skyrim. Alright. So yeah, that was Not a Rushed Game About Krampus by Buttzilla. Yeah, ambitious, pretty buggy. The wall jumping felt kind of sticky. The jumping was floaty. The game needed some kind of, I don't know, either like a pointer or a radar or something to help you find the kids. Because otherwise you're just kind of jumping around blindly. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sorry, say that again?
Sounds about right. Same, I agree.
Cool. Alright, on to the next one then. A Sad, Sad Christmas.
Oh.
By Codbox Games. Oh, it's a tiny window. Oh, and now it's a big window. Okay. I almost didn't have to resize the window then. There we go. Okay, how to play. The aim of the game is to make people happy. You do this by finding festive spirits throughout the park and feeding them to the sad-looking people. Rushing through the park, making them happy people. Good luck! Music and sound credits to the Ultimate Game Music Collection by John Leonard French and to the Universal Sound FX pack by Inventia. So, the cure to depression is eating ghosts.
Or alcohol, I'm not clear on that.
Oh, I'm a very small man. The controls of this are kind of weird. Alright, so how do I...
It's like a twin-stick shooter or something.
Kinda, but as you can see... Can you see the mouse on the feed?
Yeah, I can see the mouse.
It's not quite aligned with it. It's like slightly behind. It's weird. I guess it kind of makes sense because you're trying to like swing the net or something, but... So how do I give spirits to people? Do I just walk in?
There's an E above him, is it like... Or is that...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Is it like typing of the dead then?
The FPS is a bit, it's a bit crusty for a game as simple looking as this. I'm starting to run out of time here.
Oh wait, they've all got E. I thought it was all going to be like different letters and then eventually words or something.
No, you were correct. You just hit the E key to make them happy. I'm starting to wonder if this just went off forever. I'm also starting to wonder if the reason this FPS is so laggy is because it's like an endlessly huge map with a large number of people on it. Oh no, this is the end of the
No.
world.
It's very, very choppy though.
Yeah. Good job, you made 29 people happy this Christmas. Okay, the retry button doesn't work. Oh, it does, but there's a really long delay to it. Ooh, did you see that? Like, it seemed like all the game's graphics were there for like a
Yeah.
few seconds.
I was wondering if it's to do with the particle effect and the fountain that the slowdown is happening.
Maybe. The FPS is actually a little better at the minute. For whatever reason.
Which is why I'm thinking that, because it's maybe like the particles aren't being destroyed.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe it does have a memory leak. Because you can see, probably, this FPS is starting to get a bit wonky. Oh dear, yeah. I think that snow's supposed to be moving. Wasn't it moving earlier? It's not terribly clear if you have to be near them and pressing E, or if the net has to be near them.
Hmm.
This is another game that could use radar.
Then you need spirits.
Oh yeah. Some kind of feedback would be nice there, even if it's just a little like wobble.
I'm kind of not clear on how, like, that was 3 spirits that was, so there's always 3.
I don't know. The game doesn't do a terribly good job of communicating its objective so far.
Is that the timer at the top?
Yeah.
It's a weird display.
Well, you need to know how many millionths of a second you're on left. Alright, so I mean, you know, an effort was made to make a game. No, I'm not going to be mean. So yeah, the game's got a few issues. Like, not having any feedback, not having any good audio feedback or whatnot when you give people spirits. Not exactly sure how many spirits it takes to make people happy, and also no feedback on when you haven't got enough spirits. So it's like, in general, just not enough feedback. And the game's goals just aren't terribly clear. I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I need to figure out why it's slowing down.
Oh yeah. There's like some horrible memory issue in this game. I think Rebel's right. I think it's got something to do with the particles from the fountains, or it could even be the spirits that are being spawned. It might just be endlessly spawning them all over the map.
Hmm.
And
I'm
the map
thinking,
is
like, if the
huge.
particles are shrinking to the point where they're not being seen, and that's just being assumed.
Also, it's possible that it is actually causing issues in Discord, so I'm gonna... Oh, yeah, it is in fact lagging my entire computer, so I'm gonna have to duck out of that.
Get into the robot voice.
Oh dear, hang on. So yeah, kind of a really bad memory leak issue. I can't find the window, it's still open somewhere. Oh dear, hang on a second.
Was it open twice then, maybe? Was that part of the...
No, it caused the tab it was opened in to corrupt.
Oh, okay. You got the technical difficulties, good.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, kind of a critical memory leak issue. Also, because the map is so big, and there's really no way to tell where your targets are. Again, some kind of minimap or some kind of pointer would help. Because otherwise, you're just spending your time just aimlessly wandering around in this case, a mostly white background.
I take it mini-maps are generally not within the kind of scale of a week, though.
They're not as difficult as you would think. They're really not. Because you have most of the information that you need already. You've got the coordinates of the objects. You can just take those, multiply them by a number. Like, for example, if your mini-map was, say, a fraction of the size, let's say it was a tenth the size of the actual map, you just multiply those coordinates by 10. And then you can, use that to figure out where to place the radar dots. I mean, yeah, you can make more complicated radars, but if you just want, like, one static mini-map, that's not that difficult to make.
But there's no walls or obstacles, so...
No, but I mean, you don't necessarily... I mean, you could just, like, create a graphic yourself for that if you wanted.
Sorry, my chair is squeaking.
No problem.
So's my back, but you can't hear that.
Oh. Alright. So yeah, that was a sad, sad Christmas, which made my computer sad. So next is Liquid Cheer. And this is by Blastron. Okay. Bring it up. Ooh, it's a big one. Holy shit, this is a piece of hot, unfinished garbage. It is a fully functional game, but it has received exactly 0 art or sound effort. Well, assuming I don't get disqualified, here goes. You're a bartender, it's New Year's Eve, all the staff got sick. You need to serve a fuck ton of drinks and get as much money as you can. Good luck! Use left mouse button and right mouse button to control your left and right hands respectively. Spacebar pauses. I am very sorry.
A game about a bartender? I don't know, man.
Running with IndexedDB access disabled. What's that be?
I worry that that's a script that the game would need.
Well, we're about to find out. You're scheduled to work a New Year's Eve shift at your local bar, and all your co-workers called in sick. Mix as many drinks as you can for as many customers as you can. The more drinks you mix, the more tips you get. Okay, so I get this. I get this. Now what?
Send them into the future, maybe?
What do I do? Club soda? What?
I get a feeling that neither of us ever mixed a drink before.
Is the right side of the screen supposed to be black now? There's a button to clear IndexedDB. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't really get this.
I think the game might be broken, so I'm gonna refresh it and see if we have better luck. I've just got to re-download it. See, I was in the Discord for this jam, and I know I saw someone with like a tech demo of mixing drinks together, and that looked pretty good. I was wondering if this is what it was, but it doesn't seem to be. Use the left and right mouse buttons to control each of your hands. Okay, well, let's just try one at a time. So, no. I just what's this? Pick up, LMB, pour. Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, and we're just back to this mess.
Is it that person has just like walked through the table?
I don't know. Can I reset the game? Does it have an R button? No. Yeah, I'm having difficulty figuring out how to play this. I'll give it one more chance.
You need a bouncer to throw him out.
Yeah. Okay, let's try one more time. Leaves left and right mouse button to control each of your hands. Alright. So left mouse button, pick up. Cranberry juice. RMB, pick up. Right. Left mouse button, pick up. Off-brand cola. And nothing happens. Set down. Set down. I don't seem to be able to actually mix anything, or if I can, it doesn't seem to be totally clear how I do it.
What's the thing to your right?
I don't know.
Circle?
That circle. Well, that's if I know if I click that, I'm just going to end up with a black screen over here.
Oh, is that what's causing that then?
And I've got a customer here, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Oh, I've got another guy now. Here you go. Do you want this? No, I'm just gonna sit there and stare at it. Oh well.
I think maybe IndexedDB is vital, whatever that is.
It might well be, maybe. I have no idea. Either way, this web build doesn't seem to be functional. If there is something I'm missing here, I'm sorry, but I've given it 3 tries and nothing seems to be happening.
Apparently, it's something about storing data on your machine or something. Kind of don't really understand why this game would necessarily need that.
I don't understand why it'd need it either. Oh well, that's a shame.
It's probably a solution to a problem that privately worked fine, but is against the terms of the browser itself.
Yeah, I'm checking out the comments here. What the heck? Yeah, the comments suggest that there is something here. I couldn't even get the game to function. Is there a download? Can I run it offline?
With some more information? Okay, it's just that.
It's just that. It's just author information.
Yeah.
Let's see if the author is about. But yeah, I mean, you can see on your screen what the comments are like.
Yeah, they look like people have actually played the game.
Yeah. And, I mean, I know Krell, so I'll take their word for it. The game could use some UI adjustments to make mixing and serving drinks more intuitive, although hovering over objects with the mouse will display a tooltip with important information. The objects themselves don't really stand out from one another. As we see from the thumbnail, many of the drinks share the same colour, and the only way to know for sure what kind of substance each bottle contains is by hovering over the bottle to activate the tooltip. The game is more a point-and-hover game where you need to use context clues and tooltips in order to figure out the actual intended gameplay is. Wait for the customer to appear, hover over the customer to see their order, hover over the glasses to see which glass they want, then grab one with one hand, hover over the bottles to see what liquor they want. Okay, I'm just going to copy-paste this. Let's see if this actually works. I mean, if this turns out to work, that's definitely a criticism that I had to get a walkthrough to understand how to play the game. Okay. Right, so at this point, I literally can't do anything. Okay, so we've got customers. So we hover over them, and 2 ounces of rum and 3 ounces of Coke. Okay. Hover over the glasses to see which glass they want. Glasses?
The bottles, I'm assuming.
Bottle of rum, bottle of tequila. No, the actual, empty glasses. What kind of glass do they want? In a tumbler. Okay. Okay, so, right. That's the first bit. Hover over the bottles to see what liquor they want, and then grab it with the other hand. Okay.
Rum and Coke, or?
He wanted a rum and Coke, didn't he? Yeah, so I need some rum. Okay. Grab it with the other hand, pour the liquor, repeat with any additional liquor involved in the cocktail, serve the drink, and repeat. Oh, okay. So, I could swear there was a animation to this before, but okay, I guess it's not anymore. So you just rapidly click that and fill that until it's good enough. Can I now pick that up, or do I have to? So I have to put the other bottle down somewhere. Then I have to pick up a cola, and then I click again. Yeah, I think that was 3. I'm going to serve 1 drink and call it. Okay. And then, how do I give the drink to them? Serve the drink to the customer. How? Can't they just pick it up? Okay, there you go.
Right.
Alright. So, I mean, it's the frameworks of an idea, but it definitely needs some work. I agree with the author. It's definitely a bit of a mess in its current state. I don't think there's much to be ashamed of. I mean, you have a concept here. It's just it just needs a lot of fleshing out.
Yeah, a lot of work on presentation.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Krell's comment that it can be really difficult to tell which drink is which. What also doesn't help is, as you can see hovering over these drinks here, is that it's really difficult to tell there's actually anything here, that they kind of blend into these coasters.
I've always found in kind of games like this, in games, it helps to have, rather than using real life brands and whatnot, use bottle designs and names that kind of connect. And so it becomes kind of easy to come up with systems in your head to, when they say, I want this and I want that, and you look at them and go, oh, I mean that and that, bang, bang.
Oh, you mean like having just like fake labels and stuff?
Yeah, like it would be like punch liquor, and then the bottle would have a fist on the top of it, you know, like something like that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It would actually help you more quickly identify the bottles at a glance as well. Definitely, if you want this to be sort of like arcadey, and the idea is you to like you know, bang, 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 drink, drink, drink kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks to Harold Krell's comment for actually working that one out, because I don't think I would have ever figured that out otherwise.
It's certainly the start of an idea.
Absolutely. A lot of feedback issues. The UI, that's another comment I agree with. The UI needs a heck of a lot of work. It just needs to be more accessible in general. Like, the fact that you have to hover over a customer to even tell what they want is just strange. Why can't they just tell me? Like, either just have
a wee speech bubble kind of
speech bubble or something like that.
or even preferably just icons. Like, if all your drinks are visibly kind of, you can clearly tell what they are, then you can just use icons.
Alright, the last of the games, well, not the last ones, but the last of the games that's not one I worked on. Hot Air by Mike Krivitz and Alligator. Oh, okay, let's see the instructions. Survive your awkward Christmas family dinner by avoiding all those awkward and divisive conversation topics. Float through 4 stages or play the endless mode, collecting convenient excuses to avoid further conversation with your relatives. Don't hit too many of those hot topics, otherwise you'll get them ranting and raving and ruin Christmas for everyone. My voice is breaking for some reason. You still love them, you just wish you were somewhere else. Alright. That in screen. As it turns out, it's actually just about the right size. If I position it just about here, I can be lazy. I am gonna have to resize it.
No luck. At least it's got a title screen.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I hope that's the game space. Okay. Oh no. That's a problem. Can I use WASD? No, I can't. That's annoying. Okay, it looks like it doesn't quite capture inputs. Is there a solution to this? Hang on a minute.
Is there any comments?
Tab it? Just check the controls. No. Is this even help? Okay, well, as it happens,
you don't need up and down.
You don't need up and down in the actual game. So I guess that's just how we're going to have to cope with this. So hang on a minute, let's get back in there. Roughly get that back in the screen.
I wonder if that's a thing then. If the game doesn't use up and down, it
I can just.
doesn't.
I mean, I could switch to full screen, but Alright then, let's do that, because that might make things a little bit easier. Okay, let's see if this feels better. Can you still see it?
Yep.
Okay. Ours beginning of a nightmare Christmas dinner. Let's try to get this conversation. Let's try to get this try to get out of this conversation. Sorry. Good luck. Flap, move, avoid, grab.
Oh, your teeth.
Oh, interesting. So it's like
Oh, yeah, okay.
a balloon fight?
Yeah, it's pretty much like Balloon Fight. I'm not a racist, but now I just kind of want to hit them.
Oh,
Oh,
what
ugly
an ugly baby. Why can't I eat this?
We're
Oh.
gonna build that wall.
Oh no, Aunt Deborah is yelling. You could only utter 0 sentences before setting them off. Okay. So what are the good conversations?
I think you've got to collect the wee blue things. It says there's 7 more of them to escape. So that's
Oh, okay.
small talk or something.
Ooh, god, this is claustrophobic.
Oh, whoa, you're getting very close to religion.
The controls of this are actually pretty nice, all the good in.
It just looks like kind of like Balloon Hunt. Balloon Hunt?
Balloon Hunt.
Balloon Flight, that's it.
Oh no! Oh! Ooh, I'm glad the hitboxes are forgiving in this.
Yeah, they are actually.
This is actually really nicely made so far. Okay, one more. Hey,
Oh, you can fly up
we
the
can
top.
get out of here now. You survived a conversation with Aunt Deborah. Well done. Truck.
It's pretty neat that it's actually different.
Yeah. Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. I got out of there.
It's like Balloon Flight Bullet Hell.
Yeah. Oh no, this is dangerous.
Oh.
I don't want to eat the Brexit. Ah.
Oh, I just realised that's what that is.
Oh. Hey, I've got this idea for a game.
Oh god. Anyone that says that, gotta get out of the room as fast as possible.
Nope. Oh. Wait, how's looking at old family photos a bad thing?
I mean, if you're in them, it kinda sucks.
Oh, I can actually skip to that one. It's cool.
Yeah, it's good, especially for just previewing it.
Yeah.
Especially because the levels actually do seem to be different. You're gonna want to see them all.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, no. I think so far this is actually one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, it certainly looks like one of the best.
Oh, this is a bit tight. There we go. Oh!
Oh, that ugly baby.
Oh, I went to the University of Life. Ah. I didn't get to see what that sentence was. Alright, let's try level 3.
It's like Carl from Aqua Teen.
God. This level's a bit laggier than the other ones.
It's got like parallax carpets.
So it does. Oh.
Okay, I actually was able to read that entire sentence in my head in Carl's voice. That was pretty perfect.
Oh, this is a dangerous place to be. Ah. Well, this guy doesn't seem so bad so far. All he wants to do is watch sports.
Yeah, like, just once the game's on, you can just sneak out.
Yeah.
And you don't have eyes, so he really can't blame you for not wanting to watch.
I'm seeing that alien and I'm thinking of the Boswell incident.
Boswell.
Oh. When are you going to put a ring on it? Okay. Oh no. Trying to avoid the incoming religion. Incoming Trump's war. Ah.
You think you're safe, and then suddenly you got a hard Brexit flying towards you,
Yeah. Oh, where am I going?
and you're
Okay.
flying off screen.
I've not actually played the original Balloon Flight, so I'm not really sure how the mechanics work.
I've only played it for like 2 minutes. It just kind of looks like it to me.
Ah, I missed that one. Oops.
Aww.
Fell off the screen. Right, final level. Oh no.
Oh, everyone's all together. This is like the final level, Parappa the Rapper.
Oh god, that's too much Brexit. Social media?
Yeah. I feel like social media is the shitty conversation you're escaping to.
Oh, no, no, no. Won't you accept my friend request?
Oh yeah, okay.
Ah. Ooh, one more go. Ooh, that was close, Brexit.
Hmm. Fortunately, you were able to make a deal.
Oh. Go away, wall.
Small talk is just desperate to trap you there. Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
You survived dinner! Oh! Is there anything different in Endless Mode? Oh no, it's doesn't have any family members, that's all. Okay. I'm not racist, but that's a good one to end on.
Oh boy, that was good.
That was really good, yeah. I'll leave it on that note.
For some reason, the only thing that I would add to that, I like the idea of voice acting, but with like super grainy, like kind of as if it was recorded in an old cartridge.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
It's
you
like
voice
sort of
acting
like
Game Boy games whenever
a
that
sort
happened.
of
like
super low
Pikachu.
resolution, super compressed mess that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can picture that. But yeah, for what it is, absolutely solid. I don't have any suggestions.
Yep, simple idea, really well executed.
That's absolutely
Funny.
superb for 1 week, yeah. Alright. I get to try my game, oh god. Right, now, this might be tricky because I'm not exactly sure if, well, hold on. I wonder if it'll display the audio. Even if it doesn't display the game. So let's give it a go.
Oof.
Can you see it?
No, not yet. I'm
Okay,
still
right.
seeing hot air.
This may not work. Yeah, it's not going to work through that mode. That's annoying. Yeah, you're just going to get a white screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Discord screen share doesn't work with all games. I haven't thought of an alternative to this just yet.
Well, I mean, you can just stream it, and I can watch the stream. I can't really react in real time, but
True.
you're gonna have.
I'll try
plenty
this.
to say.
I'll switch to screen share for now, or now you get that infinite view for a second. Yeah. Wait, why is it sharing this screen? You were sharing the other screen last time.
I can see all your secrets, dude.
Oh, there is actually other screens. I just have to scroll down. Okay. Alright, so hey, let's get this one go. Oh yeah, it would actually help if I brought it up on. Druak, please. And then name the other team member.
How many people did?
3 people worked on the game. 1 person did audio.
All right.
Audio. If they only work on audio, then they don't count towards the team in it.
All right. Did they do the audio specifically for the game, or did you choose it? From
They
having
did
it
the audio
pre-made?
specifically Looks like that's everything set up. Alright. So yeah, this is the game that I ended up working on. I didn't do any of the coding this time, so I actually can't comment on that side of it. I did do artwork, and I guess I did playtesting as well, so ended up having to go through a few ideas. But anyway, yeah, let's... Oh, actually, I could have just displayed... credits. Oh yeah, there was some voice acting as well. So yeah, it's extra annoying that I can't share audio. I'm gonna have to look it up quick just to see if there is actually a way of doing this. So hang on, Discord, screen share, audio. What mode is this again? It should be... let's see... Entire screen. Okay. Just gonna look this up quick, just because it would be nice to have. System audio sharing is only available on the Canary client and is on its way to a stable client soon. Well, this was January last year, so I assume that's not relevant anymore. It's strange. It sounds like you should be getting sound, but what we know from past experience and indeed current experience that that's not the case.
Well, yeah, I just checked in the stream and there is sound in the game at the moment, so yeah, I should be hearing something. User settings.
How to send your desktop audio? No, that's not quite right. There doesn't really seem to be any clear answers that I can see. Oh well. I mean, nothing that I can investigate, conveniently right now, anyway.
Fair enough.
Also, yes, there is a slight audio tearing issue in the loop for this music. I don't know why. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and play the game, I guess.
So I'm just watching with the sound off rather than putting the sound on in the stream because it's hard to make it.
It's a pity. There we go. There's just nothing we can do about it, I don't think. So yeah, that's just the tutorial. I don't need that because I know how to play. So yeah, what it really is you get customers, they have orders, and you've got to fulfill those orders. Funnily enough, it's a bit like the brewing game, or the bar game that was up earlier, but obviously considerably simpler.
Yeah, this has actually got what I was talking about. There's clear symbols and colours.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think we went for symbols. Earlier on, we wanted drink mixing to be a thing. We wanted to differentiate it from the original Tapper, which is what this game is obviously inspired by. Yeah. And we figured mixing would add a certain extra little bit of depth to the game. But because the game is relatively fast-paced, I wanted it so the ingredients could be easily read from a distance. So that the instant you see them, you know what they want. So that's why you're using a combination of colour and simple shapes to represent the different drinks.
Hey.
And I don't know what it is like for regular players, of course, because I haven't actually read if we've had any feedback yet. I assume we have had some, but I just haven't read it. But me personally, I do find it works quite well. Like, half the time, I don't even need to look at the right side of the screen. I just know, okay, that's blue, so that's the bottom one. This is blue and red, so that's the top one.
Well, it's
And of
funny
course-
because it's red, green, blue, and red, green, blue is also the triangle and Fire Emblem, as well as obviously being RGB, like cables and whatnot. And I've always just had that order in my head, or into my head. So I would look at that and immediately just go RGB, right?
Hey.
Yeah, I think the traffic light system that the other guys went for as well was a good idea. Especially as it aligns with them as well. For example, even if you didn't know the colours, you'd know from this this closest speech bubble that it's top and bottom.
Yeah. So you've got colour, you've got shape, and then you've got overall the shape of
Yeah.
top, bottom, middle.
Love it.
Oops.
I'd say maybe the only thing you could change is have an arrow on the counter that you're standing at, just to let you know that that's definitely the one you're at. It's fairly obvious as it is, but
Yeah, maybe.
this is a tiny wee bit more feedback.
Whoops. I mean, mostly it's just me getting over-eager with the down button.
Love it. Yeah.
Do you need to catch the mugs? Or you do?
Yeah.
I actually really don't know what the gameplay of Tapper is, so
It's a lot more brutal than this video footage that anything go by.
I'm putting the sound on for a wee bit. I just want to check it out.
Sure. Like, one thing the original Tapper had, which we were thinking of implementing at one point, was patrons will occasionally leave tips on the bar, and you'd have to actually run along the bar to go get it.
Alright.
Which obviously is risky because it means you might miss other customers or glasses. And in the original Tapper, if you missed a single glass or customer, that was it, you were done. I'm getting sloppy. Alright, there is actually another feature we've got, which is you can actually swap your active hand, so that means you can actually serve 2 drinks at once. I'm just not very good at using it. But yeah, it's just an additional thing.
Neat. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Same, to be honest. It was one of them that came up with it. I wasn't sure about it myself, but it doesn't really interrupt normal gameplay, and it is, due to the way the game works, like, the customers give you better tips the faster you are. A bit intense on the bottom row here.
It's just the way, like I'm saying at the moment, you're needing a green and a blue at the top and at the bottom. I could see it being worthwhile filling both drinks.
Cool. Thankfully, it still counts if you overfill them. start missing them. Just, you can't hear the voice
I'm
acting.
hearing it
but
sounds
the-
like you're playing Street Fighter there.
Oh god, it does get pretty intense if you fall behind.
I'm hearing like Evo Moment 37 on your keyboard right now.
Aww. Finally missed the customer. Those ones? So I only got one lane through. Almost. There's only one elf on the middle way. God.
So you've got to push them out of the door then? You're not just serving
Yeah.
them Right.
Oops.
Cool, man.
Okay. It's just wrong. I wondered if the 3 ingredient one would be pushed out by that. We went. Hey, there we go.
Alright, there's waves, I've just realised.
Should be the last wave.
Hey, man. One over here. Bartender. Thanks, man.
Whoops. Whereas the top lane's clean already, so I don't worry about it so much.
Thanks, dude.
So I stayed on top of that one a bit better.
Good shit.
Hey! I think that's the highest score I've gotten yet as well. Well, the music went weird there.
I'm not got it on, hold on.
It just sort of went mildly spooky. Oh, you know what I think it was? I think it was the, I think it was the score totaling sound effect or something like that. Not exactly sure. But yeah, that was the running animation. That was a running animation that was going to be present for when you were going to go and pick up tips.
right,
Yeah, there was no time to input it, so just ended up using it at the end screen instead.
Nice, that looked good.
Yeah, it's just I actually think the team did a good job. I thought.
Definitely some of the jams you've done in the past, which were ones that I think were just you.
Yeah.
You would pick things that were overly ambitious for the time
Oh
frame
yes.
they were
Yes, scoping is a learned skill.
given. Yeah. So, like, you and your team chose something that you could do in a week, and you presented it polished, both graphically and gameplay mechanics.
This is actually the first time I've heard the music system in proper action as well. Basically, as there's more and more patrons, the music gets more intense.
Right.
I didn't realise that until I did that play session there. So that's another level of detail that I actually had no idea was even there. So that's nifty.
That's really cool.
So yeah, that was Brugger the Brewer, the game that I worked on, and with that, that is in fact all of the games that were made for the Awful Holiday Jam.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some solid ones this time. There's usually always some solid ones in Something Awful Jams.
Yeah, I liked the one last night that was the just the one where you walked into the back garden and left flowers on the porch.
Yeah, it was a really
good
nice
audio.
little narrative game.
And the last one we played, the talking conversation one.
Oh,
the
that
small
talking
talk thing.
yeah,
That was really good. I think that was
excellent. Yeah.
my favorite. I'm leaving your game out as well because it's your game.
Oh yeah, sure. Can't have some nepotism going on. I'm just seeing the whole list of games again. Oh yeah, I'm not sharing that with you anymore, so you can't see this now. Hang on.
I can see what you're looking at.
Oh, can you now?
I'm not really sure why I can see it, but I can definitely see Krampus thing.
If I find the Game Jam page, just click that. Yeah, there you go. Again, to refresh my memory. Festive Feast was quite fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Santa one-man unit was an experience.
It was certainly an egg light.
Yeah, definitely. We Miss You. That was
yeah, we liked that.
An excellent one. Hot Air. That was the name of the one. I think that's my favourite one of the jam.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I agree with that.
Spooky Woods was fun in its own weird way. Only because of the experience of having to faff around sticking VR gear on to play it.
Nog was alright as well.
Yeah, Nog was alright.
And we had a laugh with Build a Snowman. We were kind of surprised at how well the game could detect what you'd built.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the variety of items that were appearing.
Also, of all the games to see, I did not expect to see a Katamari clone.
Yeah.
I think that is it. Yeah. Alright, with that, as tradition, I shall be going through all the games at a later point and writing down my feedback. If I don't remember what I said, I can always just play these videos back.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, that's it for this particular stream. Trying to think. I mean, it's something we might do again at some point, but I don't know when that would be. I have no idea what game jams are happening. I have no idea. I mean, whether or not it would be game jams I've taken part in, or just random game jams, I have no idea. It might be something to try.
Yeah, sure, definitely. It was good fun.
Oh, it was. This worked out better than I thought it was.
It certainly wasn't too many games.
Yeah.
When you mentioned doing it, I remember you were doing a jam that was like 50 odd games, and I was like, oh god.
That's the Awful Summer Jam.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
I mean, if this becomes a thing, we've got that to look forward to in a few months. I'll split it up into smaller segments. I thought 10 games a day would have been fine. It wasn't. It was too many. So I'll probably try 6 or 7.
You need to be more like I'm only playing 5 minutes of this or whatever. Like,
if it's a huge jam like that I want to play every game in, yeah. If not, it's like I suspect for like random jams it'd probably be more curated. So
yeah, probably.
I don't think I'm going to be able to play everything because that's just insane. I literally can't. There's more games being made every day than I can play.
It's crazy the way things are now.
Yeah, it really is. But it's kind of fun in a way as well because you just get like odd great bits here and there.
Nintendo's president put a statement today about what they would do if games consoles just stopped being a thing.
Right.
And people are like shitting themselves thinking, oh, Nintendo are going to get out of the console market and they're going to start making mobile games only. And it's just like, no, they're just talking that they've got other plans if they can't rely on games consoles anymore.
Sure. I mean,
because you've got to have that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I was thinking of, I can't remember. There is some guy at Nintendo who's a little bit too obsessed with the mobile platform.
I think there's a couple, yeah.
I mean,
Fire Emblem did really, really well for them, and Dragalia Lost is apparently doing really, really well now. So
oh yeah. I
they're
don't know much
definitely,
about
yeah.
Fire Emblem, but I know that there was two people in a chat room I hang out with. They were playing it near obsessively at one point.
It didn't do
Um,
it for me. I like Fire Emblem, but it didn't do it for me.
Ah, is it a little bit too mobile game?
Yeah, it's less Fire Emblem and more gacha.
Ah, see that's the thing. Because I was thinking, okay, Nintendo making mobile games. Just because it's a mobile game doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Dragalia Lost looks actually like a pretty good light RPG.
That's the thing, though. It's like I think the problem isn't so much that bad games. Sorry, not bad games. It isn't so much that like good games that, or games that we would consider more like games that we're familiar with on like say PC or traditional consoles can't happen on mobile. The problem is they're just not marketable on mobile, probably.
It's funny as well because I've seen like comments talking about, in particular, back when people thought that Catalina from Grand Blue Fantasy was going to be added to Smash Brothers,
All right.
and people were like, "Oh no, that's a mobile gacha game." It's like, have you seen the Grand Blue Fantasy PS4 game that Platinum Games are working on? That's not
Oh,
going to be
wow.
a wee mobile game for long. That looks amazing.
That's interesting. I don't.
Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy is going to explode, by the way. Like, it's going to become like a big franchise, and it's not because of the mobile game. They're going to cater to console gamers.
That's
It's
interesting.
really interesting.
I don't think I've heard of like. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I mean, I'm sure maybe it has happened before. I mean, you know, there's so many games now. There's doubtlessly lots of franchises that I'm not even aware of that have done it. But this is the first one that I've heard of where it's like a major mobile game transitioning to console, not the other way
Yeah.
around.
They've got a Platinum Games game coming out, and they've got an Arc System Works fighting game coming out,
Dang.
and both look really good.
But yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy is absolutely freaking enormous.
Yeah, and honestly, the art is really, really nice. Apparently, the soundtrack's good too. I'm just
As far
like,
as
new franchise to get excited about. I'm not going to play the mobile game, but
Oh,
I'm
no,
happy
no, no,
for
no,
it
no,
to
no,
grow
no,
into
no.
something.
No, the mobile game looks gacha as heck.
Yeah, apparently it's not terrible, but like
Well,
compared
it's
to some
got
of
to
the
be
other ones,
decent to have garnered
it's-
the player base that it has.
I think it gives you a lot of free stuff, and you know why they do that. But
Yeah.
a lot of free stuff does help.
Addiction models.
Yeah. You get addicted, but don't pay. A lot of people are like okay, and then you get the other people that are kind of quietly paying shit tons.
Alrighty. So yeah, we'll wrap up the stream there. Cheers for anybody who happened to be watching and hanging about.
And to anyone that watches this later to see their game.
Yeah, sure. I hope that, any feedback that we gave was helpful.
Yeah, and good luck with future jams and
Yeah,
whatever
definitely.
else you make.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Cheerios.
See yous.